Okay, that's the way it was. So we should recognize the basic properties, I'm sorry, not basic, general properties of acids and bases. So for acids, they in general have a sour taste. You guys like those sour candies, Sour Patch Kids? I hate them, but that's beside the point. My kids love them. What makes them so sour? Acid, right? They've got citric acid or malic acid in the sugary stuff on the outside, and it tastes very sour. That's why lemons taste sour, because they're acidic.
Acids definitely taste better than bases.
Yes, acids are much better tasting than bases. Bases are really, really bad for you too. So acids can dissolve a lot of metals, not all metals. That's one of their properties. They can turn blue litmus red. So litmus is a substance that's red in an acidic environment and blue in a basic environment. And so you'll see little, I think we might use them in lab today, little vials with strips of paper called litmus paper. And there's red ones and there's blue ones. So if you take a blue piece of litmus paper and put some acid on it, it will turn red. And then acids neutralize bases. Here's just a table of some commonly occurring acids and where they're found and their uses for them. So a lot of places, fertilizers, a lot of food, carbonation, all these different things. I'm not going to test you on the table. Any questions? Bases also have general properties. They have a bitter taste. Sour is one thing, bitter is another thing. The reason that bases taste so bitter is because they are very bad for you. Alkaloids are the organic bases found in plants, and many of them are poisonous. Blanking, hemlock. You've read any old murder stories, hemlock, or even Shakespeare. It has a very bitter taste, and that's our body saying, we shouldn't eat that. That's really bad for you. So bases taste bitter. They have a slippery feel. And the reason that they feel slippery is because they're reacting with the oils on your skin and basically making soap. And once they use up the oils on your skin, they start reacting with your skin. And that's also slippery. So when you're using sodium hydroxide, which we do a lot, personally I don't like to wear gloves. I start with clean, dry hands. If my hands get wet, I assume the worst and just go wash my hands. If you get base on your hands, it'll feel slippery. It's not going to kill you instantly. It's not going to give you cancer. It could give you kind of a burn. All you have to do is go to the sink and rinse with water until it doesn't feel slippery anymore, and you're all good. So bases turn red litmus blue, and they neutralize acids. Here's some bases. Most of these are not something we would consume. Sodium bicarbonate, or sodium hydrogen carbonate, is one of the few things that we do ingest. That's in baking soda. Well, baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate, sodium bicarbonate. And it's also used as an antacid. But you don't want to take like a teaspoon of baking soda and just swallow that, because when it hits the acid, it forms CO2, and you'll have an awful lot of gas. I don't recommend that. Any questions? Which property is not associated with an acid? C, bitter taste. Acids taste sour. The blue and red, the way I remember that is if the paper's blue, it's basic. Both start with B. So if you have red paper, you put a base on it, it'll turn blue. If you have blue paper and you put a base on it, it's just going to stay blue. So base is blue.